Wait for some people to come on. Man, feels good to be back. Feels real good to be back. I missed everybody. Wait for a few people to come on. Make my debut back. Yep. What's up, Flavored? Brother Danubian. How you brothers doing? It's been a long time, man. It's been a real long time. Anna Whitaker. What's going on? Hey, everyone. How's everybody doing? So I'm gonna go on and get to speaking here. I was just doing some things, newsy, all my people, y'all rallying around me. Everyone's back. How's everyone been doing lately? I missed y'all. I was on a vacation, so to speak. Just clear my head, getting some things in order, getting some priorities in order, getting some prerogatives, getting my perspective, getting some things in check, and just bottom line, man, just growing, getting wiser. Along the way, I met some new people on these YouTube streets. There were some other great people. There's a brother out of Canada who I've been checking out named Life Machine Power. We call him or LMP for short. Check him out. It's a good brother. A sister named Monica Mo Justice. She's out of the East Coast, I believe New York. Um, yeah, check these folks out. Apocalypse the Destroyer, what's happening? Welcome. Man, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Man, I missed y'all so much. I miss my audience. I miss everyone. Oh, man, I got 11 people watching, 2 likes. Man, I know I kept everyone waiting. I kept everyone in suspense. I was just getting, myself cleared up, just getting myself in order. Yeah, brother, the Nubian. No, I was just checking him out. I was just checking him out right before I came on. LMP and other brother Rude MP. I like that brother too. A lot of people take that brother to be what's up, car show. They take that brother to be rude. Well, hence his name, but he's just brutally honest the way I look at it. And the brother's just telling you like it is. He's telling you the type of brother he is and how cats out there like him think. But once again, everyone, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back with you all, watching. And well, I appreciate that flavor. It looks like I'm on my way to doing that, man. I mean, and you know what? I can't do it. I couldn't do it with you all out here that sit here and watch me. I mean, I love it. I love every last one of you all for it. Hey, what's up, Empathic? Miss you too, Empathic Soul. And thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yeah, I was just taking a break, just taking a breather. Yeah, you saw me on few people's streams and commenting and stuff, still supporting. But as far as me doing it, I just had to get some things in perspective. Get some things in order. And I just wanted to let people know, hey, what's up, Raphael? Yeah, long time no see, bro. Glad to see you too. So anyway, I'm glad everyone's doing well. I'm glad everyone's still in their right mind, still in good health. Um, I want to make some announcements. When I come back, I want to I'm gonna make some, go in a new direction. Do some other things as well. Talk about some other stuff on YouTube, because the one thing, I'm still about black empowerment. Don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna be about that. But I want to talk about other things too. I want to talk about some stuff, maybe within the say, do some celebrity interviews. Maybe talk about some stuff in Hollywood. Talk about other things. Talk about other types of people. Just talk about get into some other issues and stuff like that. You know, it's so much out there to talk about. And one of the things I did while I was gone is that I was perusing through YouTube, and what I would do is I would just hit up random channels, random folks on YouTube, just to see what they're talking about, see different thought processes and mindsets, and just to see what everyone else has to say about, you know, this crazy thing we call life. And you know, you'd be surprised what kind of people are out there. You just never know. Sometimes it's good for us to break out of the little bubbles that we're in and just get out there and just and see who else is talking. Just sit back in the chat and just listen to folks. One of the things I definitely wanted to say is I'm gonna lay out the ground rules, you know, the house rules. Some of y'all, many of y'all already know me. I'm a man of peace. I'm not about the drama. I'm not about the all the beef stuff. You know, I got rules. I run a peaceful chat, a peaceful stream. I like to have fun. I like to engage with the audience. But everything I do is peaceful. Um, Everyone is welcome here. You sit here. I'm sure I'm going to get the trolls anyway. I'm particularly careful trolls, but in case there's trolls here, uh, just sit back and listen. You know, as long as you don't get out of line. But if you have issues with other people in the chat, I would prefer that you not discuss it in the chat or argue with each other. I would prefer for you to leave the chat and work it out of your system and then come back. That's all. And you know, and I just want everyone to just enjoy the live stream and enjoy what it is I have to talk about and enjoy what everyone else is talking about. Yesterday I was walking around just walking around the city, and I just came across a guy who was working at a construction site. He was a brother. Hi, Miss Red. How you doing, Queen? I was yeah. Anyway, I walked past this guy. I didn't walk past him. No, I just went up to him and spoke to him. Say, hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Or, I don't know how I greeted him. And he was glad that I spoke to him, because he was saying that when we got to talking, he was saying how he lived in the South for a little bit, and that people in the South, and he said he's from L.A., black dude, he's from L.A. working construction, young guy. He said he's from L.A. He said that people in L.A. don't have that type of camaraderie. They like walk right past you and don't even speak to you. He said when he was in the South, that black people just greeted him and was happy to see him and stuff like that. And with him being from L.A., he said that he didn't expect that. He didn't know how to handle it, but he got used to it. And he's back here now, but he was saying the difference between black people in the South and black people out here. And I can attest to that because a lot of you all know I am from Chicago, but I've also lived in the South too. I've lived in Texas for about 15 years. And the atmosphere and the mindset of black people there is a little bit different. Maybe it has something to do with it being the South. But in a lot of the other major cities, like particularly here in Los Angeles, this city is basically built on an image. The image rules everything here. We're here in the entertainment industry. Hollywood is here, and it is a different type of mindset. Yeah, I mean, yeah. What's up in Apocalypse? Yeah, I'm from Chicago. I was born and raised there, so yeah. Yeah, Arkansas. Yeah, it's right next to Texas. But hey, Donna Thrilling, how you doing? But the mindsets of our people vary from whatever region we're in, and it's different experiences that we've all gone through coming from these different places. Everyone in Southern California don't swirl. 90% of black people here are with black people. Okay, I hear what you're saying, Car Show. I can see that. I mean, I have seen a lot of swirling couples here. But yeah, it's also a lot of black on black couples here too. I see what you mean. But so what I wanted to do, I wanted to go in like a different direction. I mean, I wanted to just talk about other things. I believe that it's good to be open-minded and talk about other stuff. Because sometimes, y'all, when we talk about, when we just continue to talk about things that's affecting the black community, after a while, it does start to wear on you. That begins to become very depressing, and we already know the conditions of our people. But the way I hear some people talk, some YouTubers, it's like talk like there is no hope for us. And I like to think optimistically. I mean, I'm an optimist. I like to think that there's hope for everyone, and there is. Some of us have this gloom and doom way of talking, like there is no hope for us, that we're doomed, that we are going, that there is nothing for us as a people. And that could just wear on you and just don't make anyone depressed. And I don't like being depressed. Now, I've been depressed before. It's not a great feeling. It's nothing. It's nothing to, to to want to deal with. But yeah, one of the things, like while I was doing that, while I was on my hiatus, I had a lot of time to really think, to really mature, and to really begin to realize that you got to be more alert. Like one of the things that I definitely understand now about being on YouTube, showing who I am, showing myself, that once you go in public and people see you, people recognize you, I believe you do have to put on, you do have to show you have to be at a certain mindset, you have to be at a certain behavior. You know, you got to learn, we got to move differently, in other words. Once you get on here on YouTube and showing yourself, you gotta, when people see you in person, you have to carry yourself a different way. That's why I learned to stop, because I realized people are starting to recognize me. And the one thing I learned to stop doing is just getting into it with trolls. I mean, get into it with people who want to come on there. They're not worth arguing with. The best thing, or the worst thing you can do to a troll is simply just to ignore them. When you ignore someone, it takes the wind out of their sails. It deflates their ego. It weakens them in essence. So you can do more by not what you're saying and what you're saying. What's up, James? James Hudson. Yeah, I remember you, brother. How you doing? Welcome. But it it ta- you can say more by not saying anything. In other words, when you deal with trolls, as if they didn't phase you, that's the best ammunition you can do. Exactly, Apocalypse. One of the things I learned also is that we don't always want to sit there and bombard them, even with the negativity. They see that enough on the news. We need to teach, what we need to be teaching our children is how to survive in this world. And in other words, like the children today, our youth today, they're very tech savvy. Okay, we need to let them learn stuff about technology. We need to let them learn how to use computers, how to, and as quiet as it's kept, I hear so many people talk about social media being of the devil and Facebook and stuff. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Social media could actually be your best friend. I'll tell you why. Because you could get any kind of thought, any kind of knowledge, anything you want to say out there, and it'll be within the atmosphere within minutes, seconds even. So, see, people talk about social media, but social media is not necessarily the problem. It's the way people use it. Like anything else, social media is just a tool. And you can use a tool for evil. I mean, people talk about guns killing people. Well, no, guns don't kill people. People with guns kill people. It's like with social media. If you don't start putting your business out in the open, if you don't go out there and talk about stupidity and negative stuff, then folks won't look at you in a certain way. Yeah, I remember you, James. I remember exactly who you are. I remember you. That wasn't Pershing Square though. That was the Seventh and Metro. See, told you. I remember. But that's just what we need to take that into consideration. And as much as we talk about YouTube and stuff, YouTube is actually a good tool to use. YouTube has a lot of resources on it that I believe that we should take advantage of. We should. But who's to say? But why gotta use YouTube for negativity? You could use YouTube for goodness. You could use YouTube to spread a good message. Exactly, Apocalypse. Exactly. Computers do run the world. So why not why not evolve with the technology? What is wrong with being tech savvy? What is wrong with that? Because sometimes I hear some of us in the black sector of YouTube, I hear some of these folks be talking really unorthodox. Some stuff is just odd. Okay, some stuff okay just don't make sense. Y'all, it's the white man's. Okay, well, all right. Yeah, the white man does run the system, but we still gotta eat. We still gotta live somewhere. We still gotta pay rent. So I think it would behoove you to live within the system and operate within it. But at the same time, while operating in it, you can still educate yourself. You can still learn how to do stuff for your own community too. If you're gonna be in the system, learn to hey make them. How you doing? If you're gonna be in the system, okay, operate within the system and use it for good. What did I say? Learn to use your powers for good. And y'all, I just feel really refreshed and re-energized. Like I said, I missed every last one of you, but I just needed some time to get my bearings together, and now I really feel that I can come back strong and come back and share some knowledge with everybody. Let everyone know that it's all good. We can do this. And the car show says we as black people have to get on the same page and stop being tribal and playing favoritism. The goal is black unity. You know what, car show? You just hit the nail right on the head. I mean, but some of us just haven't gotten it yet. And that's not even with regular black people. That also goes for some of us here in the so-called conscious community. Oh, I'm about to step on some toes, but yeah. As a matter of fact, I want to say this much. How is it that, okay, we could, this is something I wonder. We talk all this stuff about family and B1 and stuff, right, on YouTube. But I wonder, how would we act if we saw each other in person? I'm just real curious to know that. With all the construction going on in LA, the Mexicans got it on lock. Where are the black contractors? They're out there, James. They're out there, but I see where you're going. But we need to step up our game. If that's what you want to do, be a contractor, study it. I agree, Macom. It is good to take a break. Exactly, Apocalypse. We gotta learn the systems. Like basically, like the spook who sat by the door. That's a good book. I saw the movie. I didn't read the book. Eventually, I'll get the book. But learn the system. Learn how to do the things that they do, and then take it back and build your own community with it. That's what we need to do. But yeah, the question is that how will we act if some of us if we were to meet each other in person? How will we treat each other? Would we start doing this click stuff and be like, oh man, I didn't know he looked like this, you know? And I just hear it's like online and on YouTube you say one thing, but up close and personal you totally different. And I like to think of myself as someone genuine all the time. I don't always get it right, but I try to be. I try to be as genuine. I try to support my people, support my family as best as I can. But that doesn't, and that does not, and that's not to say I don't support everyone else. You know, we really have no choice. We say buy black, and I believe in that. But it's unrealistic to say that I'm only going to buy black and buy black only when we barely own 20% of anything. So we live in this system which is predominantly run by the dominant society, by white society, and we gotta live, we gotta pay rent, like I was saying, so we do have to buy things from them. What's going on, Marcel Queen? Oh my God, I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, thank you so much. I haven't seen you in like I haven't seen you in I don't know how long. But when I said that before, it would be nice to be able to see some of y'all in person, like James Hudson here. I saw him in person at the train station. You know, we talk, and that's another good reason why I say that we need to, if we're gonna be on this platform, if we're gonna, we really do need to carry ourselves. We need to move differently. We do need to stop being talking greasy and stuff on this YouTube platform. We need to start showing each other a little bit more respect. We need to start doing that. I believe that's what we should do. I mean, because you never know, the next person you might see up close and personal may not necessarily be a supporter. It could be an enemy. And I'm just being real. And I'm not trying to frighten nobody, but I'm just telling you what's real. I'm saying that because I care for everyone, and I want everyone to think. I want everyone to be focused. I want everyone to open up that third eye, as we say. Do you really think so, Apocalypse? Well, I guess in a way, I see what you mean, but at the same time, I tend to like to know what people look like. I just got I just got this thing. I just want to see who it is I'm talking to, and I know some people are in on anonymity on YouTube. I get it. Some people don't like to show themselves because of they don't want their employers to find out who they are. They don't want people. I get that. I understand that. But I just like the thought of just knowing who I'm talking to. That's all. And you know, Apocalypse the Destroyer, man, you dropping some jewels right now. I'm saying, I'm telling you, you're dropping some jewels. Yeah, you got to merge into this dominant society in order to survive. But that it only makes sense. It's realistic. That car you driving, that those clothes you're wearing, the toothbrush you use to brush your teeth, the shower that you take, that water and stuff, that's all compliments of the system. Yeah, we pay for it, but still it comes from the system. Now, that's not to say that we can't have civilizations, black civilizations, where we do have all these things, but we got a long way to go. But yeah, I'm just interested in just getting out and just getting to know and just do different things and just get to meet different people and see different types of mindsets. Um, Once I get to the point where I'm able to have panels, I'm gonna start having some panels so I can get people on there and just chop it up with folks. You know, I like to get to people. I like to get to see who's out there, and that's the good thing about this platform. There's just so many people out there you could get to see. And this is one thing I would suggest people to do. Well, I don't know about in other places, but here in the Los Angeles area, every year we have a convention, an event called VidCon. And VidCon is where all the YouTubers from all over come together and show off their clothes, showcase their wares. I've worked it before. Now it's a really interesting platform. I suggest you go out to places like that. You never get to know who you might meet. You know, we've got black gamers. We have black black whoever. I mean, we got all kind of people. And I know it's black people in the gaming community. Hey, Shay Amore. I wouldn't say that you're the only one depressed. I get what you're saying, but you know what? We talk about change. You know what? You need to be the change that you're looking for. Not just you, but me also. We talk about leaders and stuff. How we need black leaders, but guess what? You see a black leader every time you look in the mirror every day. That's a black leader right there. The person that you see looking back from at you in the mirror, that reflection, that is your black leader. And I'm talking to myself. And you know what? Being a leader doesn't take a whole bunch of ingenuity, doesn't take a whole bunch of knowledge. Simple things that people overlook every day. To take the initiative and do those things, that makes you a leader. If you see something that needs to be done, hell, if you're walking down the street and you see a piece of trash on the ground or something like that, and everyone's walking past it, and you decide to scoop up and pick it up, guess what? You just took the initiative. That makes you a leader. Yeah, I know it sounds silly. I know people probably thinking, Aaron, what are you talking about? Picking up trash. I'm talking about, I'm trying to make a point here by doing, when you do simple things, when you take the initiative and do anything that needs to be done, that's what makes you a leader. That's all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Car Show. You get it. You get what I'm saying. Oh, okay, James, keep me posted. Taste the Soul, all right. Okay, yeah, I've been to the Taste of Soul before. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I've been coming. You know, Crenshaw is everyone. It's particularly everyone that lives in L.A. Keep a close eye on Crenshaw. We really need to preserve Crenshaw. Last a couple of weeks ago, I went to an event called the Lemert Block Party. It was pretty nice. You know, go to stuff like that. We need to hit up these things. We need to look and any other black events in any other city, you know, the cities that we all live in. Hit these events up. If you don't buy nothing, okay, just simply go there and just soak up the energy. Because too many times I keep seeing our events. Hey, Charnette, how you doing? Welcome. I saw you earlier on KD Detox or KC Detox's channel. Welcome. But we need to support our own events. We need to support our own stuff. And once again, I mean, I've seen it before with too much stuff that we have that's supposed to be us. You're welcome. That's supposed to be for us. We let it get appropriated. Now they wind up taking it from us and doing something different with it. When I lived in Dallas, Texas, we have something called Kwanzaa Fest. It's now Coca-Cola Fest because Coca-Cola then put some money into it and took it over. I mean, when they take over stuff, doesn't have the same feel to it, doesn't have the same atmosphere. And then we wonder why it doesn't feel that way because we don't fight to keep our stuff. We don't fight to keep anything of ours within our community. Why don't we do that? I mean, we're too busy fighting each other because we've been conditioned to do that, to fight and mistreat each other, but we don't fight to keep what's sacred to us. And it's sad. Yeah, I know, James. I know. It's sad too, man. I noticed that. That's why we gotta take it back. We gotta do something. So, but yeah, I just have a whole new mindset. I was looking at checking out some news clips on YouTube about the brother from the Cosby Show, Jeffrey Owens. He played Elvin. He was one of the lesser well known actors on the show. I mean, I'm sure he's now well known now because he's been in the spotlight. But you know, y'all know people were trying to literally job shame him because he's working at Trader Joe's. I'm like, so what? That man's trying to pay his bills. He's got a family to feed. He's got a car note to pay or whatever. And who's to say that he already didn't have that? Who's to say that he wasn't already rich? He just wanted to work just because he wanted to work. The point is people were talking about him. Oh, I appreciate you, Sean Neglace. You too, Queen. People want to job shame him and treat him like, talk about him like, well, why is he working at Trader Joe's? The same way anyone else will work there. Like I said, to pay their bills and stuff. But folks, I was looking at that he's in between acting gigs and stuff, and you don't know what kind of reason why he has to do it, because I understand after the scandal that Bill Cosby was in, it's had some impact on the Cosby Show too, with them getting the residuals and the royalty checks from the show. And I'm sure for a while that Cosby money was good, but ever since that incident happened, with Bill being caught up on sexual harassment charges and stuff, that made an impact on him. Now, people like Phylicia Rashad and Malcolm Jamal Warner, they seem to be doing okay, but the other actors from the show, I really don't hear too much about them. You know what, Brother the Nubian, it very well could have been. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, and it's sad. I mean, but one thing I was glad to read though, Nicki Minaj. Yeah, people talk about Nicki Minaj, but I read that she was interested in donating $25,000 to that brother. I'm like, man, that's good, Nicki. I heard Tyler Perry also wanted to jump on board and do something to help him. And you know what? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay. Yeah, car show, good. See, people want to talk about folks. I bet, and folks want to just run Nicki all through the dirt, and all through the ground about what she's doing and stuff. But at least she's trying to make a difference. I mean, I remember when Chance the Rapper donated money to the Chicago Public Schools, because him like me is a product of the CPS, Chicago Public School System. But people don't talk about that. They want to talk about your dirt. They want to talk about what you did. Oh, okay, good. That's good, Brother Nubian. Tyler Perry hired him. Good. See, people, and Tyler Perry's another one that folks talk about because his mother dear plays in movies. Spike Lee even railed on him. Spike Lee blasted him because of that. And I got love for Spike Lee. I do. I really do. But I think Spike was wrong on that one. And that's another thing too. As black people, we are so quick to go in on each other, and that's the one thing I'm just tired of. Like I said, 2 years ago, I made the decision. I said I'm not gonna use my channel to be in beefs with folks. I'm not gonna be a part of that, and I mean that too. I meant that. I'm not about the BS. I'm not about all that. All the cooning and all that. Okay, you took the nails off and your hair is natural. I started going to the African market here in Sacramento, Sacktown. I even took some other people with me the second time I went. I'll be taking more during the cool. That's good. Yeah, white folks been on code. What did they just do? So the real celebrities are the everyday people making a difference in the community behind the scenes, giving back to the community. Yeah, Car Show, I certainly do agree. They are. The real people. The real ones who are not trying to get no airtime, get no spotlight and stuff. And you know, one thing, I think I've said this before, but you know, one way to know that you're doing something positive, when you start getting all the negativity and all the hate and all the people shaming you, all the people lying on you and you know, putting out rumors and stuff about you that's not true. That's how you know you're doing something good. So when you come out here, and anyone that comes out here wants to start doing their video, my hair is growing, start doing their videos and stuff, and you start getting the negativity, that's the reason why. Anytime you start doing something good, then the negativity is going to start coming. you're gonna always start getting people that wanna to shame you and start putting you down. But look at it as motivation. I remember when T.I. made a song back in 2004 called Motivation. Haters, get on your job. That's right. I agree with that. Dawn Wells from Gilligan's Island needed financial help, and they've raised some 140K for her. Damn, that's good though. That's good. When are we gonna do the same thing for our people? When are we gonna see? And I find myself repeating myself over another conversation I had. Some of you already know what I'm talking about. No need to rehash old stuff. But see, we're so quick to talk about each other. We're so quick to go in on each other. But very rarely do we ever help each other. That is such a shame. That is so sad. That should not be the case. I mean, one thing the old folks used to say is that if you don't got nothing nice to say about someone, don't say nothing at all. I agree. And also that if if what this person is doing is so bad, then why don't you do something to help them? Yeah, yeah. Apocalypse to Destroy, it is going to be haters, but guess what? Haters are your motivators. That's going to be my new saying. Haters are motivators. Because when people start hating on you, like I said, that means you're doing something good. That means you're doing too much. See, they can't handle it. Well, thank you, Marcella. I appreciate it. I really do. And like I said, I'm back. I'm here to stay. I never left. I just needed a break. I needed to get, like I said, to get my bearings together. I needed to get myself together, after dealing with some stuff. And you know what? It feels good. Yeah, education is everything. And you know what? You don't even have to go to school to be educated. Nowadays, this is where I'll go back to my former conversation about social media. Social media is a school. You could find any and everything you want to learn on YouTube. Just about anything you can learn on YouTube. There's even this website called Masterclass where you can learn anything from cooking to filmmaking, anything you want to learn. So bottom line, fam, everyone, there are no excuses. There's no excuses. And I'm talking to myself too. I'm talking to myself because procrastination is one of my biggest obstacles. But I'm working on that though too. But motive. Oh yeah, there's no excuses to why you can't learn anything. Yeah, everyone's got the potential to go back to school, but what I'm saying is that basically life is a school. See, anything you want to learn, you don't even have to go to a bricks and mortar building unless you just simply want to. I mean, if you just want to, that's fine. But anything you want to learn, they have courses on YouTube that you can order and study them at home. And you could turn it in or mail it in like you was at class. And once again, it all goes back to the village. Yeah, you're right, Car Show. Group economics too. Group the whole group thing. Start thinking as a group. And just because we think as a group, everybody, listen to me real closely. Just because we think as a group doesn't mean we have to always agree with everything. That doesn't mean that, well, we have different religious philosophies. Doesn't mean we have to all come together. We have to all do the same exact thing. You may believe something differently. That you may not believe something that I believe, but if we could come together and build our community based around the fact that we are black people, then we're doing something. That's what it's all about. You know? how much money that I don't know percentage of money that GoFundMe. I don't know, but I see white people using GoFundMe all the time to raise money for someone who did something. I mean, Darren Wilson had a GoFundMe. Um, so many of these police officers that have slaughtered our people in the streets have had GoFundMe's. I mean, why don't we have a GoFundMe? There was a GoFundMe for Nia Wilson, the young lady I can think of that was stabbed to death on the BART train a few months ago, I'm still reeling from that. But yeah, the point is we should do that too. I mean, anytime when we hear of our people being convicted or something like that, we need to do that. We don't also another thing too. I think about us. Some of us still have a crab mentality. We still have that. You see one of us succeeding, and you got others who want to pull us back down. I guess that's where the haters come from, you know, and that's sad too. It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way at all. We got to learn to start loving each other. Hold on. Hold on. Oops, sorry about that, everybody. Got a little bit disconnected. I'm back. I'm back. I'm still fidgeting with this phone, seeing what I can do. But yeah, fam, we just gotta learn to. We'll I believe we will get it together. I still have hope in this, hope for us. And at the same time, we can't say. I know we can't say to everyone. We can't make everyone do what we want them to do. You know what, Shea Moore? I'm gonna tell you something. Africa, is a good spot. We need to definitely invest people there, but we need to work on what we got here. We need to take care of this situation. Cause for one thing, we built this. Truth be told, we built this. So the United States of America is just as much our country as anywhere else. Matter of fact, truth be told, since we over here, we don't have any connections with our actual country. See, these other groups come here. They still have their culture. They still have their language and everything intact. The only thing we know is this, what we have over here. The only thing we know is English. The only thing we know is this culture that we live in. Everything else about us has been stripped from us. We don't know what our culture is. We don't know what Malcolm said that, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Claude Anderson or Neely Fuller that said that too. All we know is this. So I believe we should work on what we have here. DOS movement. What is that, Macom? Yeah, we definitely need to. We definitely need to focus on what we have here. That's not to say that descendants of slaves. I don't think I even heard of that. I've never heard of that group. I have to look into that. Macom, you just turned me on. Oh, brother Nubian, yeah, you just turned me on to something else. I'm gonna have me definitely take a look at that. But that's literally what we are. See, we have slave blood in us, and a lot of Africans. I've heard Information Man even mention this before, that we can't. That a lot of these other black groups that come here, these other black tribes, like Africans and Caribbean blacks, many of them do not have slave blood in them, but yet a lot of them still benefit from the sacrifices that we made. Like, you get like an African directly from Nigeria come here. He could come here, get an education benefit, But I guarantee he's not investing in the black community here in the United States. He's investing back home in Nigeria. Whether it be Lagos, Benin City, wherever he's from, he's investing in that. But to answer your questions, make him and Brother Danubian, I could be. I would be. Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, Yvette Cornell. Okay. I have to listen to Yvette Cornell more. What's going on, Charles? Charles Gilmore the third. How you doing, brother? Shoot, I was glad to be on your panel yesterday. I appreciate you reaching out to me and being on LMP's panel with you. Yeah, I'll support Charles Gilmore III. The brother is very intelligent, very wise. He's also into gaming too, as well. Oh yeah, I heard of the BAIO movement, Brother Danubian. Yeah, that's Hullip, Brother Hullip. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, they talk about land infrastructure. Yeah, they have some. Listening to China Fox and her man last night, Rip Yvette Cornell and Tone Talks. Well, damn, I thought that. Wait a minute, I thought China Fox was cool with Yvette Cornell. Man, I mean, see, that's the thing. Even within the so-called black conscious sector of YouTube, we still go in on each other, and that's why I'm taking a back seat from a lot of that stuff because too many times it's just been too hypocritical. Oh yeah, brother Charles. Yeah, I love the fact that you silly. I'm silly too, man. That's why. Yeah, you had me cracking up. Yeah. Yeah, everyone, once again, subscribe to Charles Gilmore III. That brother, he's got some knowledge and he's got some wittiness to him. He'll teach you something and he'll keep you laughing at the same time. And also, just so you know, if you ever get on the panel with Charles, be prepared to answer some questions because he's going to grill you on some things. But it's all good, though, because he's just trying to get to know where you're coming from. Hey, Sonia, how you doing? I missed you, too. But, yeah, we need to focus on what's going on here in the United States. And I'm not talking about, when I say United States, I'm not talking about being a patriotic, flag waving American, but we built this country, family, so we just as much American as they are. Yeah, you're welcome, Charles. Anytime. See, we need to. One thing about Africa is that it's been colonized also, and a lot of them still have white supremacist ideologies and mindsets as well. But it's also a lot of Africans over there that are about the diaspora and about the community too. I just wanted to just point that out to everyone. But the things I'm trying to say is that we just we really need to just start embracing on and loving on each other more. And I'm not saying, I'm still not talking about we need to save everyone, because there's some of us who just don't get it. Okay, well, those of us who don't get it, just leave them be. Leave them be and let them do what they do. But we need to take care of ourselves and our situation and do what we got to do. We need to. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I'm just looking into I'm just going to expand my mind, expand expand my knowledge. Just look at other people, other things, go to different other streams and stuff. Check out, because everything on YouTube don't have to always be about black stuff. We could learn about other stuff too, and still bring it home and love our people. Because I'm a compassionate person. I love everybody. I'm a compassionate man. I don't like seeing nobody getting messed over, seeing no one getting worked over. And like I said, I still got some things on the horizon. I mean, this is the start of a new thing for me. And, well, not necessarily a new thing, but this is a continuation. I just got a whole new mindset. I have a whole new thought process right now. And it just feels good to be able to step out of the box and to be able to just let everyone know that I'm back and I'm here to stay. And that's just what that is. I mean, but yeah, YouTube's a good platform, but at the same time, we also have other platforms too. I definitely believe in supporting Black Junction. Eventually, I'm going to get my Black Junction page up and running. I'm going to get my Black Spot page up and running too. Now, everyone, I'm going to say this. Just because we go to Black Junction and Black Spot, I'm going to say we should not leave YouTube, because once again, YouTube does have the most resources right now. And once again, and as I was saying, I think you can learn a lot on YouTube. You can really do a lot with YouTube. Yeah, I know that they like to mess with our channels and stuff like that. I get that. But you know what? I hear you, Shay. I understand that they mess with our channel. I get that, but guess what? They mess with us anyway. So we are strong people. We could deal with it. Now, that doesn't mean sit there and just take abuse. No, you don't have to take abuse by all means. I mean, definitely get away from abuse. So anyone, what's everyone else been up to? What's everyone been doing? And Shay Moore, where have I seen you before? Have I don't know. I want to say that you're familiar. Where do I know you from? And once again, if I haven't met you before, welcome to my channel. I try to spit knowledge, and I definitely do try to live up to my name, be real. But okay, you grew up in Indiana, okay. All right, well, I thought I knew you from somewhere else on YouTube, but yeah, once again, welcome. I mean, hey, I like to have fun. I like to be, I just like to be chill. Oh, the United Independent Compensatory Code System. Neely Fuller. Neely Fuller, I'm gonna really start. I've been hearing a lot about Neely Fuller, him and Claude Anderson, and they've had some really good sayings too, and I really want to get more into them. Yeah, Neely Fuller Jr., Claude Anderson, who else? What's that other one's name? It's a street. It's a street in New York named after him. What is that guy's name? It's a street in New York City named after him. Somebody help me out there. Oh, you from Gary? Okay. Yeah, my mom's from Gary. GI, they call it. Sometimes they call it Little Chicago. I can see why. But yeah, fam, I'm back to stay. I love South Bend. Okay, I have family that live in Hammond, and I've also been to Indianapolis. I know about Indiana, Fort Wayne, South Bend, Muncie. Yeah, I mean Munster. Mm-hmm. Let's see what else. I really didn't really get into the whole. I didn't get into the whole thing about exposing Trump because I'm like, well, whatever. I mean, she worked with him for all that time. I mean, she should have known who he was, what he was about. She should have known that better than anybody. I think Omarosa is just trying to make a name for herself. She's just trying to just be relevant. So anyway, anybody hear about that rapper? What's his name? Mac Miller. He died yesterday. I think he OD'd. I don't know what songs or music he was known for, what he made, but anybody hear about that? I mean, it's like, man, the younger they are, man, he's only 26. I mean, man, people are just, young people are just getting out of here left and right. Oh, are these books you're talking about, Charles? All right. Oh, thank you, Icy Pupils. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of him either until yesterday. Yeah, I understand he was a rapper, another cultural appropriator. But see, yeah, he OD'd. He died pretty much the same way as that other rapper, Little Peep, and he was even younger than him. I mean, I don't know what it is they're taking, but it's taking them out left and right. I mean, he used to date Ariana Grande or some Ariana Grande. You know, I hear that she actually sang at Aretha Franklin's funeral. Now, Ariana Grande wasn't even born when Aretha Franklin was at the height of her career. How come they couldn't find somebody like a contemporary artist to sing at Aretha's funeral? How come they couldn't nobody like Janet Jackson or Jodie Watley even somebody like that to sing at her funeral? Why are they getting these new on the block cultural appropriating folks? Sorry, y'all, doing something. Yeah, but they got all these. Yeah, I remember the incident with her in London. But the thing is that why did they choose her to sing at Aretha's funeral? I don't understand that. If they were gonna choose somebody young, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. But you know, Nicki Minaj is at least black. I mean, or get somebody like Brandy. You know, somebody like Monica, somebody like that. How come they couldn't sing at the funeral? Yeah, anyone else? Oh, I'm good, Shay. I don't necessarily need no glasses. I was just typing something at the same time. Yeah, Fantasia. Yeah, she was. I think she was there too, wasn't she? Yeah. Tamar Braxton. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, y'all are naming off some people. What's up, Fly C? Yeah, y'all are naming off some people. Faith Evans too. I mean, right. Thank you, Shay. But yeah, people like that. How come they couldn't pick none of them to do it? You know, pick. You know, any of them would have done a bang up job. But they went with Ariana Grande. I mean, it's one thing to appropriate our culture in our music, and then don't let us sing at the homegoing of a legend. I mean, Aretha has some songs. Was Gladys and the Pips there, or Patty? You know what? I don't know. Were they? You know, I didn't get. I guess I have to really sit down and really watch the funeral and see what it's like. I mean, you know, just see it for myself. But I really don't like funerals. But I guess I see. Yeah, I agree, Maycom. They have. I mean, yeah, I heard she didn't dress appropriately. She had some really skin tight, really short, skimpy dress, and some pastor there fondled her. I mean, really? I don't get it. I just don't get it. But I tell y'all, we just need to get it together, family, and we need to definitely embrace life, embrace each other, and just do it. Just do it. But anyway, fam, I'm actually getting ready for work. I just wanted to stick my head in the door, let everyone know that I'm back. I love you all. I missed everybody. I'm back. I'm back to stay. You're gonna see more videos coming from me, more live streams, and yeah, just put the word out. Aaron's back. You're welcome, Sonia. I miss Sonia. You know I missed you, Sonia. Yeah, Icy Pupils. Pastor said he thought she was taco. I don't know what. But anyway, fam. Anyway, y'all. Our show, Brother the Nubian, Flavor Genuine, Sonia Seas, Charles Gilmore III, Icy Pupils, Shea Moore. Everyone that came through, everyone that showed me love, appreciate you all. Um, gotta get. Hey, Sandra, how you doing? Yeah, you came in right just as I'm about to wrap it up. Catch the playback though. But yeah, I'm back, everyone. Put the word out. I'm here. Yeah, but I love you all though. And remember, everyone, just enjoy life. Be motivated. Put God first, and what we gotta do. Hey, Spirit of Truth, how you doing, bro? Yeah, you came in right just as we about to wrap it up. But you could catch the playback, everyone. Catch the playback, and I love every last one of you. All right, Sandra, Spirit of Truth, and everyone else. God bless.